So, yeah, we cleaned that control point like a boss last time, didn't we? Where do I remember how to play this? I haven't played it in like 5 days. Navigate through the communications department. That would be that. What's over here? There's the TV. Watched that last time, I recall.
Communications. We're on the right track.
Damn right. Hey, get down from there. You. You too. No floating zone. There rolls of toilet paper on the floor. What kind of government facility is this? They talk to the janitor. Hey. Alright, so you get a little bump there.
An object of power. Looks like the piss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
This may take a couple tries. Cover behind low objects. Can't hit through walls, dumbass. Health boost. I saw that already. Health recovery. Yeah. This is common, this one's rare. Equip that, shall we? We are taking a beating here. Doors locked. There's you throwing shit at me, making a mess. It's disgraceful. Give me your minky. Wants to get telekinesis? Oh boy. Teach us to believe.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Ooh, fun. The Astral Plane Challenge. It's the hottest challenge sweeping the internet. Right after eating Tide Pods. We'll meet Neo in here, do you think? And you get a box, and they get a box, and everybody gets a box. Ah! How did you get back there? Sneaking up on me like that. Can you imagine? It can hurt them on the way there, too, apparently. What's up with my sound? We are go for launch.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
Oh, sit still, you big move. Taking out the trash. What are those, like, cylinders? Run away from him, I'm talking to you. Helter Skelter in the shelter? Book Club Samson. Floppy disk. Oh, that. The Hiss Ranger. The Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces. His corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during AWE, response or threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. His Rangers utilize these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by the Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. His Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond being protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance capable of stopping bullets. Considering advanced training the Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, is it feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree, or is a Hiss able to tap into the combat training and utilize it? Further observation is required. The demolitions expert. You're only allowed certain highly trained individuals handle volatile materials and weaponry. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimension with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. Hiss demolition experts are only observed Hiss variations to wield a specially built rocket-propelled grenade designed to identify and track blank entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that Hiss restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who trained specifically for its use. What does this tell me about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. Unknown unknowns? Alright. Book Club Samson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this is alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way these characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I cited the fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me, honestly, if I had to choose between a bunch of hoity-toity flowers and gun space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday. I know who I'm picking. The scene where they invade Space City Planet and convert the entire population using those brainworms, the space dogfight between those two ace pilots? Signed me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. Don't you just hate when that happens? I still don't know what these resources are for. I'm just assumed they're just the stuff we unlock later. Clearance level, I don't have a clearance level. That's why. The director, and I don't have a clearance level. How weird is that?
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Emily says a lot of things. Emily didn't know this treasure chest was here, did she? And then there's more. AW outcome. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by a migrating polar bear despite desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes public less likely to redacted. So another AWA behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. There's a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean you can stop monitoring redacted and redacted for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Tommasi out. Global warming's a scam, I tell you. See, that's ominous. Blood on the floor, waiting for another boss fight. We got an autosave. Oh, control point. Slurp that right up. What's this? There's a one.
This must open the door.
Thank you, sir. Here goes.
Fly now. Great.
What else can fly? This. Ow. Read that later. back up here. Ow. Can we get a band-aid? Oh, that's real-time destruction. That's neat. Don't see that in a lot of games outside Red Faction. Alright, Mook. I wonder why that other guy hasn't followed me up here yet. Hey, where are you going?
I have a feeling he'll be back.
Oh, he'll be back.
Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Oh, tasty little pieces of Tommasi to restore my health. Also, this elevated agents display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies observed in Bureau para-utilitarians. Some prefer to charge their targets while others launch objects at them. Telekinetic attacks have been ineffective against the Hiss elevated due to their own talents in the area. They do not use any weaponry except for their own paranatural capabilities. Some Hiss elevated have been seen levitating while strapped into chairs. This is like the result of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording and parapsychology. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? Is it possible that these individuals were bound to objects of power prior to corruption? It's also worth considering that the Hiss resonance can identify and express latent paranatural ability in the individuals it corrupts. Tea time. Yes, it's tea times at 7. I'll see you in the morning, of course, on Sunday morning. By the way, have you heard about this Tennyson report? Apparently there's a bunch of copies drifting around the office. French is looking to get his hands on any information about who wrote it. You wouldn't happen to have anything about that, would you? See you Sunday. Leave anything up for me here, did you? Tony Bennett? Whatever the hell sings that? So level 1 clearance, apparently. Butte summary, or Butt summary, depending on your pronunciation. Spate of disappearances. It was traced to home, the city of Butte, where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. It's in Montana. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity located at Redacted, which had been connected to a total of redacted disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house. Redacted days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in Butte's home's closet disappeared during the incident.
Alberto Tommasi, head of...
Ooh, his ID. Well done, everyone. It's a strong campaign, perfectly executed.
Moms. The hiss got him.
Oh, we got him.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an alternate enemy show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
No. You thought you could hide back here, did you? Launch efficiency?
The hotline can't be far now.
Hotline Miami. The Butte Supplements. According to their testimony, the agents had been transported from the Butte to a roadside motel named the Ocean View Motel and Casino and discovered a room key by performing a ritual. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which only they learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel cord found inside the room, they transported to the oldest house. The disappearances of the home's owner and the other locals of Butte have been attributed to light switch cord. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found in the Butte home have begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, light cords have been found in the oldest house located in the redacted and redacted sectors. These all-access Ocean View Motel, though how exactly this link operates is redacted, but initial hypothesis center on the Butte AWE as a redacted. These are like the Epstein files, and more redacted. Client security log. All visitors must check in. Director Trench, Bill Everett, the custodian we talked to earlier, and Carl Bishop, the other custodian.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. The door marked with the black pyramid.
Yeah, we read with that. Well, alley-oop. Okay. No go. Apparently jumping into the black void is inadvisable. Go figure, eh?
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight.
I got a story for you. Damn right. Lockdown distinctions? Oh, we had this one already. Attention, Alberta, it's the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all sectors by restricting use of sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sector until emergency is handled. It will be lifted via the directorial override and maintenance. Once the director is satisfied that the situation is under control, external lockdowns are a bigger deal. Nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red containment breach based on some complicated system that security and research slapped together. It can only be lifted once A, the threat has been neutralized, and B, a high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. The process is not the same as directorial override, so stop saying so in documentation. Now it's confusing as hell. I've told Darling 100 times to change it. They're adamant it stays the way it is. I honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Just make sure staff understand how the mess works, okay? What the blazes? Okay. We don't have to go there, I guess. It's me blind firing. Ah, the bad man. Help, 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 give me that help, yes. Okay, we came out on top. Give that another light switch another round, eh? Can I? Head back this way. Has anything changed? Not helping.
Have we been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Service here.
Hello? Anyone here?
Turn off that music, but I can't. Wait a minute.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
Aha! Victory is mine. Hot girl on the hotline. Really? Contact extra-dimensional entities. I don't think it wants to be contacted. In the Matrix, where we need to find the phone to get out or something. Ahoy hoy?
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tommasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily. People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Oh, Emily. There's a girl named Emily whose heart was as black as ebony. Bureau funding? All executive staff, I know there's some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line, another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't ever notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Regards, Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. I mean, former director. Does this mean I get to use the executive bathroom?
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it. I'm glad.
Emily? Let's talk.
Of course.
Let's.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trent is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tommasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests?
Tests.
I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Saw a collectible behind her I was going to pick up after we talked. Wow. Big win, but first. Initial impressions. Initial impression. Initial encounters of the entity known as Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points. altered items, and even humans radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherently immunity to this. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior so contrasts that of other Hiss that have dismissed this theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of Hiss corruption. We tested the ability on a Hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the press seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss? More work to be done. I see something over here.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
That's me. Do you like my voice?
Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
Chocolate rain.
They say the new director can launch objects up to 20 feet. Bullshit.
How do I use that level up skill they just told me about? Okay. This? A hotline. 1960s era red bakelite telephone. Rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs something. The object allows direct communicate with redacted. If used by anyone other than director, the object will cause lethal redacted. Object spontaneously manifested in director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore is the first known bureau agent to use it. Battery of tests are on the object, including yada yada, but its origin remains unknown. Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals paranatural abilities. We call these individuals para-utilitarians. Potency of these abilities depends on the para-utilitarian. Using the redacted object of power as an example, some para-utilitarians can achieve the throw distance of redacted, while others are capable of little as redacted. What exactly determines an individual's paranatural competence is unknown, but it's largely believed that some redacted exists within the body that, like all muscles, can be exercised. Continuing my analysis, I will fish Chris X the Northmore records, considering that is one of the most accomplished paratilians the Bureau has ever seen. Dr. Darling is still considered his request. They should be. We go all to death. Oh boy.
If we stay here, we're just gonna end up turning Hiss.
The building lockdown is in effect to keep the Hiss quarantined. We couldn't open the doors.
The Hiss can kiss my ass.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
Exactly. He is definitely not a serial killer.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ati here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ati. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ati guiding me too?
Maybe it was Ati. We might find out next time as Excalibur plays Control. I hope you enjoyed it. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, TikTok, and of course Patreon. Remember to like, subscribe, comment if you can, and have a great time wherever you are in the world. I'll see you later. Bye bye for now.